Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this Bitcoin price right here because we had some interesting things happen on this chart. We're going to talk about the total 3, how I said, hey, total 3 is going to be bouncing up, it looks like, and the total 3 did bounce, and it's getting rejected at the level that I thought it would get rejected at. So we're going to talk about that in this video. So if you're excited to see if we're about to make some more gains in this market, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and let's just get right into it. But first, before we get right into it, I got a website called etcurrency.com where you can get everything you need from me as far as learning cryptocurrency, doing things in cryptocurrency, NFTs, all the cool stuff going on with me. I got a Telegram group where we can talk about cryptos, low cap gems, and everything together. Let's get this money together. So first things first, let's take a look at this Bitcoin chart right here. So I mentioned this in the last video. This is the Bitcoin weekly right here, and I got two lines on this chart right here. I got this yellow line, which is the 200 MA. If you look at my charts, my 200 MA is always a yellow line, and then right now I have this green line, which right now it is the 21 weekly moving average, because the 21 weekly moving average is a pretty important level that a lot of traders like to pay attention to. So I'm just looking at it right now. But for me, I'm looking at this chart and I'm like, yo, try not to get too bullish yet until we get above this 200 MA. Right now it's sitting right here at around 24,500. So until we cross 24,500, come up here, retest it, and then continue up. Can't get too bullish, gotta move with caution. And that's what I was saying in my last video on updating you guys on the charts. Gotta move with caution, and I was a little bit excited about what was going on the total 3 chart, which I thought I had it pulled up here, but I'll pull it up here. But first, I'll pull it up in a second. But first I want to look at this right here, which is the DJI on the monthly chart. So the monthly chart of this actually doesn't look too bad, you know, considering that what it's been doing for a very long time, since like let's say back here in September 2010, it's been bouncing on this 34 moving average, getting a little bit of a wick below it, having some bearish trends, but then going up after that. And that's what we see happening right now. So it could go a little bit below it again, but that's what we see happening for it right now. If I put this on the daily chart, you can see I got this yellow line right here, because this yellow line is showing, you know, a nice trend line. It's tapped it a bunch of times, came above it, retested it, and now it's going, you know, above it again. It's also above the 200 daily moving average. So interesting things happening in the market right now. These charts don't actually look that bad. They actually look pretty good. If I go to the DXY chart, this thing is also dumping on the daily. So interesting things to watch. So when I go back to this Bitcoin chart, I'll turn it to the monthly for you guys, and we can see that just Bitcoin retesting the monthly could go all the way up to, you know, around 35K, and then price could come back down. That will be very interesting to see if that scenario actually plays out. So a bunch of interesting scenarios right now. We're starting to get a little bit more bullish, but I'm still waiting for that 200 moving average cross on the weekly before I get too bullish. But interesting things happen, just showing me that, hey, if the bear market is not over right now, we're at least halfway through it. So time to start collecting some altcoins in my opinion. So let's look at this total 3, because I thought I had it pulled up. Let's see what happened right there. So when we look at the weekly chart of the total 3, we actually bounced above the 200, kind of getting a little bit of a retest right now, which is actually pretty bullish. When we come to the daily, this is the rejection that I was talking about. We haven't retested the 200 moving average on the daily for the total 3 since what, November of 2022. Before that it was April. So it's broken down ever since then. And what the total 3 is all of the altcoins without Bitcoin and Ethereum. So when we come right here, we can see that we tried to get above it, got rejected, you know, came up once, about, you know, 3 or 4 days we were testing that line. It was some bullish action getting there. That's where you see all that money flow into altcoins, and you seen coins started waking up and doing 50%, 100%. A lot of people are happy right now, and a little bit of the euphoria is coming back, but it might just be, you know, a middle of the bear market retest. So until we get back above this level, could be pretty interesting. But there is something super bullish, which is this weekly right here, but we haven't finished this retest yet. It still could come back down. That would be something, you know, just watching closely. This still depends on, you know, what Bitcoin does. So we got to wait to see. This could bounce up in the next couple of weeks if Bitcoin decides to go to 25K and then still get smashed, you know, pretty bad like it's done in the past, you know, before. So interesting things going on these charts. Not out of the woods yet. Things are starting to get, you know, look good, but right now the market, in my opinion, is very fragile. Like any type of move or something, like any type of news, everybody's watching the news. What's the Fed gonna say? What's gonna happen with this? And everybody's like, you know, the FUD is a little bit on the higher side. The fear and greed index is pretty much neutral, so you see a lot of people waiting to buy lower, and you see a lot of people saying, hey, this is pretty bullish. Like I said, we're in that middle zone right there. So if it's not going to go up parabolic from here, then we are about halfway through, which in my opinion is still a good time to start collecting. That way when we finally get there, you have enough crypto and all that good stuff. So let me know if there's anything you guys need from me in the comment box. Check out my website, etcurrency.com. Let me know if you guys need that low cap gem list. Working on a new low cap gem list, so stay tuned for the new projects that I am looking into so we can go ahead and get this money together. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. RIP to crypto roots. Think positive, and positive things will happen. Till next time, peace.